Today we're going to talk about my 5 favorite lures for bass fishing in the fall. Fall is on its way, and you'll need to know some tips and tricks to help you catch that personal best. Stay tuned. Hello there, my name is Ben. Welcome to Hoosierback Outdoors. I really appreciate you clicking on this video. If you are new here and you like anything and everything to do with the outdoors, especially fishing, then I would encourage you to reach down, hit that subscribe button, help us reach our goal of 5,000 subscribers by the end of 2020. I think it can be done. Like this video, share this video with others that you think would like this content. I need to put out a disclaimer. I am definitely no expert at bass fishing, but in the things that I have learned over the past years, I have learned that these baits are the ones that are most successful for me. In fact, if you have some to add to the list, pause the video now or after the video's over. Go down in the comment section and let me know what is your favorite lures to use during the fall fishing season. Number 1, we're going to start off plain and simple. This is just a simple swim bait. I believe this is a VMC jig head, and I have a Googan Baits saucy swimmer on here. The more natural colors are the ones that you want to have. I have this color, and I also have this color. These seem to work really well for me in the fall. And the things that I've learned over the years is, especially up here in the Midwest, the bass in the fall will gorge themselves on shad and other fish in the water to build themselves up to last the cold winter. They will gorge themselves on these shad. In fact, I've heard in some instances where they will herd these shad into a corner, or maybe where a tree is coming into the water. They will herd those shad into that corner and just gorge themselves on them, preparing for the cold winter ahead. So what you're going to see here today is that most of the swimming baits and the shad looking baits are the ones that are going to be most successful for you in the fall, especially when those first few cool and cold nights come along. Second of all, let's talk about the crankbait. I have here a Googan's shallow diving crankbait. This is, of course, in a shad color. This is a shallow diving crankbait. It may go 3 to 6 feet deep. Also, I have the Ozark Trail lipless crankbaits. This is a great bait to use also. I have this in a shad colored pattern. I also have this one in a shad pattern. These work really, really well in the fall. Of course, because they have this shad color and shad movement to them. Number 3. Let's talk about this, and this out of the list of these 5 is actually my personal favorite, especially for when it starts getting cold, and that would be the jerk bait. Now this here is a Strike Pro Jumper 110 SP. You can go back and look at some of my videos from this past spring, and there was a day that I was fishing with this lure in particular. It was 36 degrees and my fingers were cold, and I only fished for about 40 minutes, but I caught 4 really nice bass on this jerk bait in particular. In fact, once you get out there fishing, you might want to check and see what kind of speed they like it. A lot of times when the water starts to cool off, the fish will like a slower presentation. Like, for instance, if the water's pretty warm, they may like a faster presentation, you know, like a twitch, twitch, pause, twitch, pause, twitch, twitch, pause. In the fall and in the winter, when it starts getting colder, they will like a slower presentation. Like I will just do 1 twitch and then let it sit and take up my slack real slow. 1 twitch, take up my slack real slow. 1 twitch, maybe throw in a double twitch there somewhere, but they will really like that. Also, this one here worked for me last year. This is a Googan Baits jerk bait. This is the zombie pattern. That is a really good bait also. Next, number 4, of course, you gotta have your spinner bait. Now this is a combination gold and silver, a willow leaf blade. I also have a Big Bite Baits Company trailer on here to give it a little more action. This is actually a good color, good pattern to use. Also, I have one in white. I have a white one of these to give it more of a shad appearance. And of course, it has the big eyes. This here is a double-bladed one, but this has has two different types of spinners on it. This is also a good bait to use. Now, you can also find that with these, you can do a straight retrieve, and you might practice with your speed on this, because speed is everything when that water starts changing temperatures. Now, mind you, I'm no expert. I'm just telling you what I have experienced. A lot of times you can do a pull and then take up your slack with this, and that bait will come through the water like this and then kind of give a dying motion and then back up again. I've seen that work very well. Any kind of deviation in pattern like that is usually a trigger for a bass that the bait fish is dying, or it's an easy meal, and that's a great way to get on a bite in the fall. And number 5, I'm not going to leave out any kind of finesse fishing. As you could probably see by the thumbnail, we are going to fish a Wacky Rig. Now this has a 6-inch stick bait on it with a 3/0 hook. You can also use a 2/0 hook and a 4/0 hook. I've had luck with both of them. This is a 5-inch stick bait. Also, you want to use natural colors. In fact, if you're fishing a spot, maybe it's a pond, check around the edges when you go fishing. See if there's any crawdads, see what color they are. Like for instance, the ponds that I fish at, the crawdads tend to be a deep green, blue, and then with traces of orange in it. So that's why I have these colors. I think this is a green pumpkin color, and this is a little bit lighter green color. I don't remember right offhand what color this is, but you want a natural color. If you have a pond that has bright colored crawdads in it, you might try going with a little bit brighter color. It's all up to you. That's my top 5 baits for fall bass fishing. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope I gave you some ideas on how to fish these baits. If I've gave you some ideas, if I've gave you some insights, let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know where you're from. I'd like to see where everybody's from. I hope you enjoyed this. If you like this kind of thing and you're not subscribed, reach down, subscribe to our channel. We'd really appreciate it. Also, I will leave 2 videos right here on the screen. Click on those. It'll take you to some more fishing content. Thanks from us here at Hoosierback Outdoors, and we'll see you next time. But until next time, get out there and enjoy the outdoors. See you guys later.